The release of Prismatic Evolutions was supposed to be a celebration of the Pokemon's TCG legacy, a spirited successor to Evolution that blended nostalgia with modern gameplay mechanics. Don't get me wrong, I was eager to crack open packs, chase some alt cards and try out some of these new cards in tournaments and in play. And, well, that's not happened so far. But instead of a great launch, we were left with one of the worst Pokémon TCG releases in years. Between major underprinted stock, absolutely abysmal pull rates, rumours and allegations of factory theft, and scalpers on the rampage, Pokémon Prismatic Evolutions has turned into a disaster. I'm Will, I host the Board Book Geek, and I'm kind of talking to you from the editing suite of this one. This video was intended for my second channel, Millennial Nostalgia, but I want to keep that on nostalgia. But if you want to check out my second channel with some great fun topics and lots of random stuff and just stuff, nerdy stuff, that I doubt any of you are interested, please check it out. So let's talk about this, and I hope that people will listen because this will be on my main channel. If you've tried to buy Prismatic Evolutions, you already know the struggle. Doesn't matter whether you go to big box retailers, or your local game store, or even a trusted online seller or Amazon, the cards are nowhere to be found. Many stores either didn't receive their full shipments or sold out within minutes of putting stock on the shelves. For a set this hyped, you'd expect Pokémon Company to have printed enough to meet demand, but once again we're seeing shortages. The Pokémon Company has been known to underprint certain sets, especially when transitioning between product cycles, but this time it's ridiculous. Even for those lucky enough to find product in store, limits are in place. Some retailers are restricting purchases to 1 or 2 packs per person, and while limits help stop a single person from wiping out an entire store's inventory, they don't fix the real problem. There just isn't enough stock to go around. If these issues wasn't frustrating enough, reports have surfaced about Prismatic Evolutions being stolen, cards being stolen before it was released. This isn't a new problem, unfortunately. Pokémon TCG has a long history of factory leaks, but Prismatic Evolution seems to be really at the forefront. The high-value chase cards appearing online for resale weeks before launch, and this is all allegedly, by the way, but I'm wondering how these people got their hands on these cards, with factory workers or insiders selling full arts, alt arts, and secret rare cards before the general public even had a chance to look into it. This leads to a massive imbalance in the market. Players and collectors can't get sealed product at retail, and I am a player. But scalpers and factory thieves, allegedly, are selling singles at massively inflated prices. It's an absolute mess, and Pokémon needs to address this issue immediately. Well, they haven't addressed it in the past, and there is a reason I tend all my master sets are predominantly Japanese cards in recent years, but that's a whole different discussion, I suppose. But let's say you manage to find some packs at retail price. Don't get too excited yet, because the pull rates are absolutely horrendous. Reports from early box openings have been overwhelmingly negative, with collectors pulling the same handful of cards over and over and over again, while chase cards you'll need to open about 1,000 packs to find, going by the percentages, and I won't give the exact numbers, but they're readily available on YouTube. We're talking entire boxes filled with duplicate rares, and the high-tier alt arts and secret rares are almost non-existent. Some players have even compared it to Evolving Skies, another notoriously difficult set with brutal pull rates. The difference, at least Evolving Skies had some reprints and solid availability, but Prismatic Evolutions, you're lucky if you can see a booster box, or anything, or a booster pack. And I'm also going to put into this bit, post-edit, is that now, because of this, other card sets are selling out. The only one seems to be Shrouded Fable that's readily available, and the problem with that is, if you want the honest truth, well, they're just inflating it right now. It's absolutely mind-boggling to witness. There is no if, buts, and maybes there. Like, no one can seem to get anything, and in my town and various online retailers, product has basically just disappeared. So, yeah. And then we have the scalpers. Scalpers have been an issue in Pokemon TCG for years now, and we're going back to like Charizard in 1999, but Prismatic Evolution seems to be bringing out the worst of it. Within minutes of release, scalpers already bought up entire aisles of elite trainer boxes, booster boxes, blister packs, turning around and selling them for double, triple, or even more on sites like Facebook, eBay, Vinted. I mean, there is a whole list. The worst part, the Pokemon claims they've been working to combat scalping, but nothing has changed. Online pre-orders sold out instantly. Many were flipped for profit before launch day. Big box retailers didn't enforce per person limits on online ordering, meaning scalpers could bulk buy and hold stock. Local game stores had to raise prices just to compete, leaving casual players out of the set entirely. It's an ongoing problem, and unless Pokemon commits to reprinting this with more restocks and direct consumer sale models, this situation won't improve. The saddest part of all of this is that Prismatic Evolutions is a set I genuinely am loving. I love the artwork, I think it's gorgeous, but I literally own 9 cards from it. I'm not joking. I got a booster pack that was a little bit suspect. The nostalgia factor is on point. It's beautiful. The alt arts and the full arts look amazing. They look beautiful. And I will say that. They're absolutely stunning. And, you know, I wanted to try out to see if I could shake up the meta and play these cards. As a player, I don't hold these things like a dragon because I want to make money. I am a player. I mean, it's frustrating from the competitive side. But none of this actually matters if you can't actually get the product. Between underprinting, stolen cards, abysmal pull rates, scalpers running wild, Pokemon has once again let down their player base. This is why I buy Japanese sets. That's all I'm going to say for my master set collections. If you don't immediately start reprinting and restocking Prismatic Evolutions, this set is going to go down as one of the most disappointing releases in Pokemon TCG history. Pokemon Company needs to learn from this disaster, but I doubt they will, because history has repeated itself too many times. So I'm going to ask you a question. What's been your experience with Prismatic Evolution so far? Have you found product at retail, or are you dealing with the same frustrations as I am? I want to know in the comments. I know this is outside of my normal content, hi from the editing room again, but I feel like I wanted to put this in a place people will see it.